Okay, let's get started. Hey Horror Freaks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get a notification every single time that I post a video, and I post every single week. As you can see on the title, on today's video, I'm going to be giving you my full review with spoilers of episode 4 of American Horror Story double feature that just came out yesterday. But in case that you missed it, you can still watch it on Hulu just today. And basically for the rest of the year, whatever you want to watch it. Like I said, all my reviews are with spoilers, but if you don't want the spoilers but still see if it's worth watching or not, description box down below, there you're going to find my spoiler-free review on my blog as always, because I like to give you guys the options. So giving that disclaimer ahead, let's get into the video. Now, episode 4 of American Horror Story double feature part 1, it's called Blood Buffett, and it kind of is. Now, this whole episode is a flashback on how the characters, they got the pills for the first time, how their lives were before the pills, and how the chemist did everything. So basically the episode starts right with the chemist arriving to Provincetown 5 years before what we're seeing on the episodes of the families and everything. So we go 5 years back on October. She's buying the house and then she's on the bar. And we kind of have some glances of she like doing some chemical stuff with the pill. Now we learned that she used to work before the military and she used to do the test of the pill on primates. But they don't really say much about why she's not working with it anymore, but we kind of see why, and it's because how the pills affect, because the effects of the blood thirst, they were present on the primates. So that could be a sign of why maybe she was taken out of her own project. Could be, I don't know, those people sometimes work like that. So she's at the bar and she hears Mikey talking about his writing and that type of stuff. You know, we have seen him previously, and she kind of gets interest on him. So she talks to him about the pill, what it does, precisely what the pills does. If we want to keep it simple, it's going to target the part of your brain that makes you creative. So if you have on your brain that thing that makes you creative, you're going to be a huge success. But of course, it has some down effects. If you're not, then it's most likely that you will become a creature that it's what is happening. So because we have seen people that is really talented and having so much success, and people that has becoming some vampire kind of creature. Now Mikey, he refuses first to take the pill. He doesn't want to, but she tells him, I'm going to pay you if you find someone that will. So he is at the karaoke night with Karen. They are drugging themselves, and we have this singer. Of course, Mikey spots him and sends him with the chemist. He takes the pill. But things doesn't go too well since he starts losing hair, he becomes really pale, and when he returns to the chemist, he kind of looks like the creature, but without the teeth or the clothes, because he buys the clothes then to Billy Lord's character. Before she was a tattoo artist, she used to have like this thrift store, and on the backside was the tattoo store. And he gets the coat from there, so then we have him on his full, this like the whole costume on it with the 80s coat and no hair. The only thing that it's not there yet are the sharp teeth. That will be the only thing. But Billy Lord's character, she takes her teeth and she has them like the real teeth that they're using. So we could say that maybe she did like do something to other people. Oh no. Now then we have Belle's side of the story, that she used to be a romance adult type of writer, and she was on tour on Provincetown with her book, and there were only 3 people on the library reading, and only one person bought the book, and that was the chemist. Of course, she saw the potential on Belle. Now Belle has a husband that is a total ass. He doesn't support her. He's kind of mad at her for her writing about adult novel stuff and romance, you know what I'm talking about. So he's like, you haven't touched me in 2 years, but you write about the stuff, and he's so pissed. So she is getting drunk on the bar. Mikey spots her, talks to her about the pills. She goes to the chemist, she takes the pill. That night she returns to the hotel where she's staying, and she writes a whole book, like 400 something pages. You don't really see much of what the hell she's writing, because it's only like a glance of words. So at least I didn't really catch if it's the new theme of her book, or maybe it's the same, who knows. Now the thing is that she writes a whole book at that night, and when her husband returns, because her husband wasn't there at night on the room, it's already day, and she just ended writing. She's like really like on this state of ecstasy when you're like, so I don't know how to even call it, but you kind of understand what I'm saying. And she's like so happy and relaxed and like laughing. She's happy because she accomplished something. But of course the bloodthirst is there. Just like the creature, he killed a woman on the cemetery. Belle kills her husband. Thank you, you did such a good job. And she like drinks the blood. But the thing is that of course she doesn't feel the rage that the guy, that singing guy, was feeling. So of course he goes to the chemist like, what the hell is happening? She starts making questions, doing some notes. So I am assuming that maybe she kind of tried to do something on the pill, so maybe that doesn't happen. But it's not likely, since when the very first episodes we see that there are many other creatures, meaning that of course over the 5 years period of time many people have taken the pill, many were successful or many were not, and they become creatures. So we have like a 50-50 chances here. So of course sadly for him, he will become a creature, and it's the rage what is the main difference here, and also how you will look. Because of course when you explode your whole potential, Belle, she also goes to Billy Lord's character's thrift store and she buys her outfit, and now we see her as the Belle that we knew before, and with the whole hair and everything. Her hair was like the same color, she just like styled it. And the last person that we see, it's Evan Peters' character, Austin. He used to be a drag queen performer, but he wasn't good at all, and he kind of used to live and hang out with other drag queens. Of course, he's not having success. He kind of does a performance and it doesn't really work. But since Belle see him, she offers him a pill. Of course, he takes it. Belle gets to the house and she kills every single one of the persons that lives with Austin. Very last minutes of the episode, it's that them killing. And of course we know that he takes the pill, and we know how he ended looking. Now basically it's not short, it's not a short episode. I mean, all the episodes, they kind of go on the same 1 hour, but this one felt like it was really short, but at the same time a little bit slower. Like they give details so that we can understand the characters, but it's not like they're giving us like this whole bunch of things. Like they're giving us the necessary things, which I like. I mean, it was completely necessary origin story. Who knows, maybe yes, maybe no, but I think that it was good to like compile all in a whole flashback rather than doing this back and forth between the episodes. So this thing is not as confusing as maybe going back and forth. Now, having the fourth episode as the origin story makes me question how the two last episodes that are, or the first part, are going to be. So now we have the all information about them. So I really hope that something relevant takes on it and it wasn't just making an episode just to make it. Because like I said, these only last 2 episodes of the first part, and then we're jumping to the second part. So of course there's so many things that need to be tied up. Nothing can be like presented right now, because like why the hell are you presenting maybe a new character or something if you have such a short time? So basically there was really, I wouldn't say boring, but it wasn't as good as the third one. But still, I think that this season it's maintaining some quality on the characters and the story and everything. So I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that this one was a little bit on the downside, but probably is going to be up on the next one. Because like I said on the last video, you can't be like whole, like that explosive with all the episodes, because it can be a little bit overwhelming. So if you go a little bit up and down, that's okay. Like this one was more like a chill episode. Like this one was more relaxed, seeing how all they were unhappy and now how the pills has changed their lives. So of course of Mikey, there wasn't really much to talk about, since we kind of knew already that he was trying to be a writer, but of course that wasn't successing and he took the pill. You know what I'm saying. So of course of Mikey, they don't go that deep. They go more deeper on what is come to Belle's and Austin's stories. It was really sad, seriously, for both of them. And also the singer, is really sad, his story and what it's happening to him. I mean, it wasn't his fault. He just wanted to be successful. And well, this is all for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you haven't watched it. If you haven't, you're planning on it. And I'm going to see you guys on my next video. Bye!